man. I do what I do.
firebombed and imprisoned us and sabotaged us and lied on us. Because hard work isn't what threatens the system. Black autonomy is. And autonomy only comes from unity and protection and power, not approval. You thought proving you weren't lazy like us Black Americans would earn you a seat at the table. It would get you a pat on the head. But guess what? That table, that was never a table, family. It was a trap. And now you're the next Greenwood, the next Red Summer. Except this time the flames aren't digital. They're frozen accounts, fines, deportations, and asset seizures. That's what it is. The playbook hadn't changed. You just walked into chapter 2 thinking you were different. Now, here's the other thing I want to talk about. And this is very similar to what the Africans are dealing with. The truth is about these Latinos and whatnot. And and shout out to everybody contributing to super chats. I'm going to read each and every one when I finish. But you see, I'm in my zone. Okay. I want to remind the Latino immigrants that you all thought that it would be Black people who would be deported, didn't you? Tell the truth. That's what y'all thought. You thought it was going to be Black people who were being deported. Shout out to Father of Many Nations. Because, see, we can never let these Latino immigrants forget. If somebody type Latinos for Trump in the chat room, come on, somebody type Latinos for Trump in the chat room. We want to keep that going. Okay, we want to keep that going. We want to remind them, shout out Barry Little, Latinos for Trump in the chat. Let's remind them as they ask us to come on out there and jump in front of those rubber bullets from ICE. Latinos for Trump. You all voted for Trump because you thought he was going to deport Black people. Specifically Latino immigrant, especially the men, they proudly voted for Trump. They thought they were casting the ballot to watch Black people get deported. Okay, the bad ones, right? Y'all brought this situation on yourself with this mass deportation. In 2024, nearly half of Latino voters, 46% voted for Trump, and even higher, 54% of Latino men backed Trump. What they didn't understand was many still refuse to understand, that Black Americans, foundational Black Americans are not immigrants. In fact, foundational Black Americans were here before the country was even a nation. And on top of that, we built this country from the ground up. We've spilled blood for every right we've had. And we fought in every war that this country has waged. You can't deport us. You never could. But now the same system you fed with your votes is devouring you. In 2025, Trump signed an executive order 14159 to launch the most aggressive mass deportation campaign in modern U.S. history. You see what they're doing? ICE is raiding farms. You see what they just raided, that marijuana farm out there in California? They raiding factories, they raiding sanctuary cities and neighborhoods. And the arrests have skyrocketed from 300 a day to 1,000 a day. Now they're up to 3,000 a day. And per Trump's new BBL, somebody type big beautiful bill. Okay, it's no longer a bill, so it's a law now. So instead of a big beautiful bill, a BBB, shout out to my man Robert Brown. Now it's the BBL. So now that Trump's BBL is in effect, they want 7,000 per day. That's a little under 8 million people they're trying to get up out of here in the next 3.5 years. 8 million. These are people with no criminal records. They're being yanked out of their homes and workplaces and schools. They're being loaded into ICE airplanes and dumped like cargo. Their bank accounts frozen, property seizes, families destroyed. They even had a person who was unalived on a cannabis farm, was unalived in Southern California during the raid. See, this is not about immigration enforcement, folks. This is Red Summer, okay, 2025. If you thought working harder would save you, hopefully you woke up. I doubt it. See, that's the same lie they told us. They lured you into this trap with anti-black propaganda. That's what they did. And then they convinced you to turn on us. And now they're turning on you. See, this is the Willie Lynch playbook. It's modernize, it's divide, you oppress, turn the hopeful into informants, use the promise of proximity to whiteness to pit them against you. Okay? Same thing they did with the house N-words and the field N-words. They gave the field N-word a couple more butter biscuits and cornbread, and they treated the field, and he went to the house N-word snitched on everybody. Anytime there was an uprising, the house nigga would tell it so he can stay in the house. Get him some old clothes and hot water cornbread. They use that proximity to whiteness to pit you against your own brothers and sisters. They just want you to think you can, and then they take it all back. You see? So all the Latinos, just understand this. You didn't vote. You didn't vote to deport us. You voted to deport yourselves and your own people. And now you're in that fire. Now, Black Americans are not immigrants. This is something that these African and Caribbean immigrants seem to think. We didn't come here chasing the so-called American dream. We didn't beg for citizenship, visas, refugee status. We didn't show up at the southern border. We didn't show up at Ellis Island or fly in on work permits. We were dragged here in chains and we built the damn country. And before that, we were here already. Our presence in North America, the Caribbean, and Central America and South America predates Columbus. That's not hyperbole. That's historical reality. Okay? And it's far too much of it to ignore. This land was never discovered in 1492. It was already populated with indigenous nations and African people trading with them and building and living long before the Europeans ever touched this shore. And I'm talking about the Vikings who came here in Nova Scotia before Trump.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D.
People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You would tune in to Uncle D. Black man talk, pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. Learn something and you earn something. And let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Holly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, vote and earn. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta know this. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.